It's Monday, February 5th, 2018. This is PSN News. A new dining app created by Penn State alumni aims to cut costs for students and support local restaurants.
We'll also bring to you guys the latest updates on the House Intelligence Committee's newly released memo. Stay tuned.
Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Talia Chiariello.
And I'm Jamila White.
The #1 dining app on iTunes 3 years ago, Spotluck, is now available here in State College. Spotluck was first introduced in Washington, D.C. before expanding to cities like New York City, Baltimore, and Philadelphia. Two Penn State alumni, Tom Nguyen from the class of '04 and Adam Corson from the class of '96, saw a need for dining discounts in State College. Their app allows users to pick a cuisine or neighborhood, then spin a wheel to see what discounts they can receive. Users receive a minimum of 10% off at any of the participating restaurants. According to the creators, the app not only helps restaurants fill up empty seats, but helps college kids save money.
16 Penn State students and faculty members presented at the 5th Annual State of State Conference Saturday. They discussed topics ranging from free speech on campus to technology's impact on students. The speakers chosen all came from diverse backgrounds, including congressional candidate Mark Friedenberg, editor-in-chief of the Daily Collegian Sam Ruland, and Paul Robeson Cultural Center Ambassador Marvin Barnhill, among others. The conference aimed to generate conversation about important topics among members of the Penn State community.
3 preachers gave a fire and brimstone style sermon that attracted dozens of students outside the hub Thursday morning. University police stood watch in case any turmoil broke out. The preachers were unaffiliated with any church and held signs condemning everyone from sports nuts to witches to, quote, pot-smoking little devils. Some students were upset by the sermon and argued with the preachers. Others chose to keep walking. Sophomore biology major Freddie Purnell disagreed with the preacher's opinions and called them, quote, high-triggering nonsense. Other students simply just watched the event for entertainment.
Jim and Evelyn Piazza wrote an open letter to parents of other college students almost a year after the death of their son. In the letter, they expressed their goal to bring an end to preventable hazing deaths in America after their son and Penn State sophomore, Timothy Piazza, died as a result of hazing at a fraternity event last year. The letter said Tim never thought his soon-to-be brothers would abuse him and leave him to die. The parents advised that any son or daughter interested in joining Greek life should always make sure that someone has their back. The letter closes by acknowledging that it's too late for Tim, but, quote, it is not too late for your son or daughter.
Coming up next, Monyé Valentine will bring you the latest sports news. Stay tuned.
Welcome back to PSN News. I'm Monyé Valentine with your PSN News Sports Update. Although number 2 Notre Dame rallied with a 2-0 lead less than 12 minutes into the first third, number 17 Penn State came back to tie the game with a final score of 2-2 on Saturday. This marks the 7th game in Penn State's winless streak, the longest since the 2013-14 season. Junior Andrew Sturtz and sophomore Liam Folks each contributed a point for Penn State. Stay tuned Friday, February 18th as Penn State takes on Michigan State. With the final score of 74-59 in yesterday's basketball game against the Michigan State Spartans, the Penn State's women's team will now be 14-10. Junior Tania Page led the team with a total of 16 points, followed by junior Amari Carter and sophomore Saya Frazier, each contributing 14 points. Penn State will go on the road to take on the Iowa Hawkeyes Thursday, February 8th. Tip-off will be at 8 p.m. Not long ago, during Week 14, Nick Foles took over as starting quarterback due to an injury of Carson Wentz. It would have seemed ludicrous a few weeks ago when backup quarterback Foles was named the most valuable player of Super Bowl 52, and with five-time champion Tom Brady on the opposite side of the field. But not so much after his touchdown pass, 28 completed passes for 373 yards, and 3 touchdowns, helping the Eagles take home a shocking win this Super Bowl with a score of 41-33, the team's first championship since 1960. That's your PSN News Sports Update. We'll have your entertainment buzz right after the break.
Welcome back to PSN News. I'm Kris Hart with your entertainment update. Last night we all tuned into the 52nd annual Super Bowl, and although the Eagles were victorious on the field, it's safe to say Justin Timberlake was the star of the show on the stage. Timberlake gave a stellar performance by singing his smash hits throughout the years. It's been the first time we've seen Justin Timberlake perform in a while, and this is his first time performing since the release of his 5th studio album, Man of the Woods, which was released the 2nd of the month. While we're speaking of returns, Kylie Jenner has returned to social media. She took to Instagram to announce the birth of her daughter. Although we don't know her daughter's name, we do know the newest addition of the Kardashian clan was born on February 1st, weighing at 8 pounds and 9 ounces. Jenner explained that she wanted to experience her pregnancy in private so that she could prepare herself for the role as a mother. Congratulations to Kylie and rapper Travis Scott on their birth of their healthy baby girl. We are now in the month of February, which means Fine is here. Former Bachelorette contestant and country singer James McCoy has announced that he will be performing at this year's Fine. During his time on The Bachelorette, he made it to the final 6 before being eliminated. We are definitely looking forward to having James McCoy perform at Fine. That's your PSN News Entertainment Update. We'll be back with the national news headlines right after the break.
On Friday, the House Intelligence Committee released a classified memo that accused the Justice Department and the FBI of abusing top-secret surveillance to spy on an advisor to President Trump's campaign. The memo was written under the direction of House Intelligence Committee Chairman Devin Nunes. The memo alleges that a dossier prepared by former British spy Christopher Steele played a part in eavesdropping on Carter Page, who was at the time a foreign policy advisor to Trump's presidential campaign.
A Colorado teacher is currently under investigation for allegedly assaulting a student who refused to stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. Physical education teacher Karen Smith is a 20-year veteran of the school district, according to Boulder Valley School District spokesman Randy Barber. Angevine Middle School principal Mike Medina sent a letter home to parents regarding the incident. Barber says that district policy allows for students to stand or sit for the Pledge of Allegiance. Smith is currently on paid administrative leave pending the investigation.
Early Sunday in South Carolina, an Amtrak train apparently traveling on the wrong track collided with a CSX freight train. The crash killed 2 Amtrak employees and injured more than 100 people. The CSX train was parked on what appeared to be a sidetrack when the Amtrak train crashed into it at about 59 miles per hour. In a statement, Amtrak said it was, quote, deeply saddened by the deaths and was cooperating with the National Transportation Safety Board. This is the 3rd deadly accident involving Amtrak in less than 2 months.
633 crashes and 23 fatalities have been accounted for in horse and buggy-related accidents in Pennsylvania. According to the Pennsylvania Department of Transportation, these incidents resulted in hundreds of suspected or possible injuries. PennDOT Safety Press Officer Fritzy Streffler says speeding and distracted driving are often to blame in crashes involving horses and buggies. The community has collaborated with government officials to produce a horse and buggy driver's manual for Pennsylvania to increase safety awareness. And that's all for tonight on PSN News.
Be sure to check us out on Twitter at PSN News. Thank you for joining us.